thought they had banished us forever. But now... finally... we have returned.
Another insanity conversation coming right at you, folks. This is going to be an interesting one, to say the least. Let me bring in the guests, starting off with Flint Lockwood, shall we?
Wow, hit me with the double surprise there.
Indeed. And let's bring on Mr. Raptor.
Coincidence? I think not!
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
And
This most definitely was not a coincidence. Agreed.
And then let's bring on the Aspiring Rider.
First time I've seen you use that clip.
Yeah, I'm surprised you
I
used
had
that
it
without
saved
getting
for a guy.
copyright.
I had it saved for. I had it saved from a guy who was a big Mysterio fan, but I decided, you know what, I'm seeing it in the thing, I might as well use it.
Fair enough.
All right.
And we will also have more guests showing up.
Okay.
We will?
Yep.
Oh my.
Who?
Well, we have Tarek, Man, and some others that may show up.
Tarek is showing up?
Yeah,
Really?
because he's in this. Yeah, he's Bruce Campbell.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm surprised he's even showing, honestly.
Yeah, he's usually kind of busy with his own streaming nowadays. It's kind of a...
Yeah, but he just wrapped up one recently.
Okay, well. Alright, so who shall play who, I suppose?
For the meantime, Flint, would you be comfortable about playing Frank Herbert, our main antagonist of this story?
Alrighty, I can be a heel.
Yeah, and I'll be George R. Martin until Man shows up.
Okay. Alright.
Aspiring, you'll be Timothy Zahn. And yeah.
I'll just put my usual JJ. Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. JJ will appear much later. He's not going to show up in this saga, but we may need you to substitute a role if need be. But for now, we'll just leave it as is. Also, I'm going to be Azek Asimov.
Okay. All right.
Somehow JJ has returned.
Well, I guess actually, yeah. If Becca doesn't show up, then you can be Jane Austen. Okay, done.
Okay, why not?
Oh, that's where you're included. I was like, where the fuck did Tarek get involved in this? I'm like, oh, right, that combo.
All right, shall we?
On a peaceful day in JJ's writing server, ellipses. So, what's your story actually about?
The story is about the human heart in conflict with itself. Essentially, the fire-breathing lizards are supposedly all dead, which weakened this faction known as House Targaryen, allowing this Giga Chad, Robert Baratheon, to wage a rebellion against this cringe AF king. He was kind of like King Louis VII due to how whack he was. Then, good old Robbo becomes the king with his BFF, Ned Stark, at his side. Nothing bad happens to them, but that may change later, I don't know. Ned was based. He kills a 16-year-old boy because he abandoned his duty and fled like a soy boy. This boy's reasoning for doing so was because he saw some spooky fellas in the forest. What a silly guy. Ned also made his 10-year-old son, Bran, watch him behead this loser so he could become based like him one day.
As one does.
So, was that a deliberate mistake with the 16-year-old, or is that too? Because that's a show, not book. I'm just
I'm
curious.
doing it based off show. I haven't read the books.
Yeah, in the book, it's the older guy, Garrett, who's about 40, who dies.
Okay. I didn't know that.
That's why I was curious. Okay.
There's more stuff like this fun little adventure with Daenerys and her brother, but I don't want to spend too long explaining.
That's not what the story is about. That's the setup. How does it end? What's the main catalyst that makes everything happen? What's your magic system? Edited.
I mostly have the beginning thought out, and I need to figure out how the story ends. Oof.
When you write a story, you need to have an ending and beginning in mind. Otherwise, you'll just meander around.
I want to end this book on a note that's satisfying, but still sets up stuff for the future. I'll try not to meander aimlessly and finish it, I promise.
Quick pause. We have a guest in the back room. Please welcome Mr. Tarek.
Here's to the bard and a calling me plum. Here's to the beast and the rest of you scum. The queen is knocked in and the town is aflame, and it's ours for the taking, though you get the fame.
I haven't
Welcome.
seen that in so fucking long.
The one intro that never changes, Terex.
Well, it's changed a couple times.
Yes,
There's one-
but you basically spin a wheel with everyone but Tarek.
No,
Yeah.
he uses the Konosuba one occasionally, which is great.
Yeah, that was the first one I ever saw of yours.
Yeah, that was the first one I had.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chicanery, Tarek.
Thanks. Just
I am not
Well,
crazy.
we have missed you very much, our dear bard. Very
Oh
much.
yes, very.
I've missed you guys too. I'm just sorry our schedules never seem to line up anymore.
You missed
Yeah.
us?
Not really, but it's a polite thing to say.
There we go.
For sure, he did miss me and constantly joking about how cutesy his relationship is.
Lord.
And we have cameraman in the back. Let me. Let's do this one. What's up, Codex? How's it going?
Hey, Codex.
Oh,
Wait, I thought you went to bed. That's what you said on my stream about 30 minutes ago.
Liar!
I think he's just popping in.
Liar!
Liar!
You turned him against me.
You have done
Okay,
that
so-
yourself.
So, cameraman, you'll be George from here on out.
Yes.
And Tarek, you're going to be Bruce Campbell.
You're goddamn right.
All right,
All right,
Frank
Clint.
Herbert, you're up.
Alrighty. I would caution you to not try and make your first story a multi-book epic. I would rather advise you to write a story that's more for practicing and finding out how you write, rather than a story you mean to sell. You have to practice your craft before people will buy it. Also, that isn't an answer to my question. It's a want. An answer would be telling me the fate of Robert, or at least the fate of your main character. When you write a story, you need to have an ending and beginning in mind. Otherwise, you'll just meander around. Like you said.
Oh, no, this is a reply that
Oh.
didn't often get.
Well, you have the reply. Everyone's caught up now.
Yeah.
Not really. Depends if you're a plotter or a pantser. You're a plotter, but it depends on how you work best.
Why is Becca not here? That's a question.
She
How-
said
She'll come soon.
she said she was going to sleep early. I tried to get her on, but she's not.
So, Mr. Raptor decided to adjust, shall we say, a number of rather amusing Discord conversations so that we could preserve the identities of the people that are we are poking fun at. Yeah, poking fun at. Because, well, I'm in bed. So this is just altered Discord conversations, and he's just attached various random names.
Why does Jane Austen have red eyes?
Because
Not many
he's about
people-
to go ham on his butt.
Not many people know that Jane Austen had heat vision.
Why does she have red eyes? Is there a lore reason? Anyway.
I have zero. You have to ask the creator of this chicanery edition.
So, you're not a real writer. You've never written a story before. And like I said, if you don't have an ending, you will just meander. You have to know your destination. It's the journey that matters. But without an end goal, there is no journey.
I mean, I have. So, thanks for assuming I'm an idiot who doesn't know what she's talking about, I guess. You don't seem particularly interested in an actual discussion, though, so I'll apologize for questioning your superior knowledge and bow back out of the conversation. Carry on being the cleverest fracking person in the room, good sir.
I now wish I had invited my friend who does a very funny British accent.
You what?
Okay. Okay, now it's my turn again.
This is like Plato recounting the debates of Socrates. Well, the nice thing is we're at least putting them relatively accurately in place.
Somewhat. Some creative embellishment is present here and there, but 80%, maybe more like 90% of it is intact.
Yeah.
Mate, he's just saying don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially when you don't know how strong it is for however many you want in there. You need to know what you want for an ending. Otherwise, there's no point in writing a story that's not going to finish. Don't get cross because someone giving you critique and advice. It's not like he's called you a muppet. You're the only one who's assumed that. You're taking offense when there was none given.
I wasn't cross because he was giving me advice. He accused me of having not written a story before when I offered alternative advice to his all-encompassing "You must do this. This is the only way writing works." Narrow worldview. As someone who has been writing for years, I reckon I have room to be snarky at someone being cocky and pretentious. Thank you. I happen to be someone who always knows my ending, but I've worked with plenty of people who don't write that way, and usually they have stronger characters than those who write to a strict direction without flexibility. I don't know what to tell you. This is an art, not a science.
Your response is beg to differ, mate. You were clearly upset at what Herbert was saying, so much so that you went out of your way to assume he was calling you an idiot. Also, you provided an evidence of writing to keep him from reaching such... Also, have you provided any evidence of writing to keep him from reaching such a misguided conclusion? If you haven't, that the fault's on you, mate, not him. The reason why Herbert is giving advice that you see as all-encompassing is because most people will never even write their first draft because they have no idea what they're doing. They need simple, straightforward advice that they can understand.
I'm like trying to remember who the fuck Isaac was.
Also, I really like how you pulled out the note. Actually,
you
where's your
get an
source?
English lit. Yeah. Mate, no one cares if you've been writing for years, even if you give them proof. Being cocky and pretentious doesn't make you in the right. It makes you look like a know-it-all arsehole who thinks they're better than everyone else. You're not. And it's not something to be proud and bragging about.
I think his response was uncalled for when my addition to his advice was the only time I've ever spoken to him. I'm sorry if my snarkiness made you mad at me, but he clearly doesn't seem to care because he's not here. Conversations in the server have always been respectful. I have never been asked to prove I'm a writer by some arsehole. Generally, we're respectful and assume the other person, when giving their opinion on your advice, is probably as experienced as you are, and engage with it respectfully. We might be snarky, and that is a weakness of mine, I don't deny, but I consider doubting my ability to write to be more insulting than just saying a mean swear word, which I take it has gotten your nickel ickers all itchy. I frankly think you're both very rude, and I'm going to mute this channel. Goodbye. Oh, we have somebody in the back room. Let's bring in.
Oh, it's Mr. White.
Yes, it is me, racism.
Mr. President, a second dragon has hit the ice lake.
God damn it. Not again. Context, I can't, sorry, I came this a bit late.
So, this is a script taken from Discord entries that was constructed by Mr. Raptor.
Yeah.
Not Raptor, you mean?
Oh,
Well,
damn.
And
Who are you?
All right. What's this? That was being
Yeah, and each of us are taking turns as playing like particular characters. So, yeah. Right now I'm about to wrap up with Isaac here.
mm-hmm.
You know, I was being as respectful as I could be. That's why my response was so long. What more do you want? I didn't insult you or anything. I basically just told you not to be big-headed. And muting yourself because of what I had to say isn't a very mature thing to do.
Wait, what?
So, what advice do you guys have for the story I summarized above?
I wasn't here because it's my lazy day.
Okay.
Now Frank is just replying to certain aspects of Jane Austen.
Do you have a portfolio, then? Prove me wrong. Post a portfolio. I have an art one because that's for my uni degree, but I plan to make another for my writing one day.
Have you written anything?
Sculpting takes a fucking age, mate. So perhaps, P.
I'm just curious because you seem to know a lot, and you'd probably make a good writer.
I know a lot because I went to the Gobi Desert and lived like a Fremen for years. I do a shit ton of research. I hate going in blind.
I see. Do you plan on writing in the future?
I already have. Again, chipping away slowly.
The theme of my story is that of betrayal, love being the death of duty, the heart being in conflict with itself, and some kinky stuff. Specifically with food. Like, what if Aragorn wasn't a righteous king? What was his tax policy? Can an honorable person survive in the political sphere? What is someone willing to sacrifice for duty? What makes a good king? How much food porn can I put in a book?
All right, calm down, movie Bob. Jesus.
He's kind of racist.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
George R. R.
so-
Martin just movie Bob as an epic fantasy author?
Top 10 questions I
yes.
still can't answer.
Well, he is a little bit left-leaning and is kind of lazy, I guess. He's at least
Granted-
articulate.
Fucking
Granted,
liberals.
A Song of Ice and Fire isn't as groundbreaking as the Game Over Thinker.
No,
know,
this
George.
is not Raptor's story. This is
This
these
is
are
my
actual
script.
conversations that have been on Discord. He just edited them so that we didn't give identities away. So
give
we
Raptor an
can't
idea
be.
now.
Mhm.
He's gonna write.
Wait
the
a
next one.
wait
That's
a minute.
totally
Now
fake.
I know what this is. Jesus fucking Christ.
You only just remembered?
No, I barely interacted with this, but then I thought about it, the Jane Austen particularly, and now I'm like, oh my fucking lord.
Putting all the pieces together. That's quite
Start
a
coming
long list
together.
of themes. Try and make your first story focus specifically on one of them, and think about an ending.
I could try focusing on the incest stuff then.
That works too.
God, no, please, no.
Sweet home Alabama.
Sweet
God
home,
damn it.
sweet home, King's Landing.
Oh no.
Yeah, kinda.
Inspiring.
I can barely see the fucking name. Thank you for the purple font, though.
Yeah, fuck me.
You're both idiots and try to
Fine.
appealing to authority. If you don't agree with someone's advice here, feel free to argue, but dismissing them for not having written anything and then asking them to prove such is stupid, especially here.
Especially when she said she was muting, so like, well, anyway. She's the one who said she has been writing for years. If she hadn't produced anything, that would be surprising. Plus, she appealed to her own authority. If you want to do that, you have to have proof. And I dismissed her because imagine stepping out your front door, sun's just setting, and you decide to walk. Now tell me, do you just walk in a straight line and keep going forever? You need a destination. Otherwise, you'll just meander around until you die of dehydration.
Was that straight, Raptor? Remind me.
That I actually summarized it, but
Uh-oh.
Windows
Dunn's
dial-up.
dial-up internet's catching up with him.
now
That's-
it's
Of
maybe
course
that's
he
the
died.
reason
That
George
was
hasn't
me.
written it. Maybe
Oh, no.
that's why.
Two
That's
Brazil
why
was
George
you.
Frank killed
hasn't
him.
written.
Wow, what a retard.
well then.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, Brett.
And
There
he
he is.
returns.
Oh, here we go. Being a writer is like being my character, Paul Atreides. You have to see the future before you can properly advance to the destination. High five me.
You've never written a story before. That's how you started the conversation, implying that her lack of experience made her point mute. You were the one who initially pulled that in the conversation, and she mentioned her experience to counter that and make you realize you said something stupid.
You're right. But how is it stupid to ask for Jane Austen's portfolio? That's meant to be your greatest work.
It's why you asked for it, like you needed proof that she had experience. I've asked for her portfolio many times, but because I want to see her writing, not as proof of anything. I have still not received the portfolio.
On behalf of Becca, go to hell.
Oh,
Thank
damn.
you.
Well, I think that it's overrated in terms of it's overhyped.
Yeah.
It will never ever be finished. But
Oh. I got some takes for you once the stream goes offline.
Oh
about
no.
Game of Thrones.
Every time you say that, I get concerned.
I
I
get
did-
very concerned too.
I did notice the touch Raptor had where he made George R. R. Martin be the character says, "Oh, I promise I'll finish it." Anyway, even if you aren't published, what?
I don't know. Like,
Even
Bro's
if
having a-
you are ugh.
Bro's
English.
having
yeah,
a
he's having a stroke.
Even
Like,
if
this is me copy and pasting the text from Discord.
This is a leaked conversation of Frank Herbert right as he was dying.
Yeah, this is.
His last- He
Tell
had to
me,
get that
George,
one last
why did-
W.
why did I call it an oven if you in and out the hot food? Even if you aren't published, you'd have at least have some in the backlog to look back on and have people read to hear their thoughts. If you're going to argue from your own authority, you have to have evidence.
She wasn't arguing from her own authority. You brought that up, and she countered. She doesn't care to mention her experience otherwise.
We're arguing. Jesus. We're
Heh,
arguing
there's
in
Campbell.
circles. Let's just leave it here.
Right, Terry.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, look who entered.
You didn't ask for a portfolio. You made a statement and that she's never written a story before.
Fine, Boom. Yes, and then I asked. The reason I said that is because, like I've said 10 times by now, if you don't have a destination, it can be hard to know when to stop. It's much harder to wrap up all loose ends because you just want to keep going and going and going. And again, this isn't a hard limit. Maybe you have a lot less to write, so you pull that ending closer, or vice versa.
Hey, listen, just because you're riding around in circles all day doesn't mean the rest of us aren't.
Nice.
I too play Mario Kart, I would have you know.
Got him. As an example, Paul Atreides' main destination was to integrate with the Fremen, but he didn't know he had to kill Jameis to accomplish this goal. He had a destination in mind to motivate his actions, and said actions guided him so he can reach it.
So let me get this straight. You lead with an assumption. If you had asked for the experience, that would have been different. I'm only pointing this a bit out because it leaves a really bad impression on you, asshole.
Tarek really
Right.
getting into a role here.
I asked for experience! I can't rewrite history to ask her for her portfolio first. But when you start the conversation with something that innately doesn't make sense, of course I'm going to be flabbergasted. What more do you want from me?
Whoa
You
there,
want from
compadre.
me?
I don't want anything from you. I just want to give you a little bit of life advice. Also, what she says makes a lot of sense if you could use what you call a brain. You could write a story with no destination in mind. You know, if you have the talent.
If I had a soundboard, I'd be playing a Vine Boom every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
No, you do want something from me.
Oh,
Admirable
no.
long ellipses. Victory. I'm not. I know how people work. I'm not going to bow down to you because you agree with your own group. It's like when Stilgar realized Paul was a false prophet and backed off from his cult.
I don't want a damn thing from you other than for you to use what the senses that God gave you.
Everyone got in heat vision in this edition.
Yep.
I want a fair conversation. I didn't start it off as one, I'll admit, and that was my mistake. But I said sorry and wanted to move on. Which,
Oh, Becca came to say hi.
Oh, hi.
Hey, sweetie.
When are you two getting married, by the way?
Hopefully next year, but that's besides the point.
whenever Frank Herbert.
Oh,
Yeah!
Hopefully.
Yeah!
Don just really wants that
hopefully.
shipping, goddamn.
Wait, what?
They've been dating for the last, what, 5 years? 4 or 5
No, it's
years
been like
now?
3.
yeah, that's fair.
I've been out
Okay,
of touch
3
with
years.
this whole
Okay,
podcast
it
for a
was
while.
close.
It might
It was
have been.
close.
But your conversation like this, I can't. Also, the advice. Well, okay, fucking having a stroke again. Also, the advice for a new person should never be to not look before they leap. That's horrible. Like my grammar. I don't know how many analogies there are about knowing your destination, but all of them apply to writing and life, any situation, in fact. You'll notice this when you read my books, edited.
I don't know if you know this, buddy, but you can still travel even if you don't have a fucking map.
Nuked
I
from
don't
fucking
know,
orbit.
man. Sounds kind of sus to me.
I am the confused. This is a script based on a conversation in the Discord. I think you will remember. It involved pantsers versus planners.
It also involved a portfolio.
Mhm.
But I was about to say people aboard before the invention of the map be like.
Has anyone seen
Frank, I don't know,
Pangea?
man.
Oh no,
Being pretty sus lately.
Lisa Nagaib.
Oh my gosh.
As it was written by Not Raptor.
Yes.
Here we go. So telling someone new who's asking for beginner level advice, oh yeah, just blindfold yourself as you drive, is a horrible idea. It's like if Padishah Emperor IV had the brilliant idea to blindfold the Sardaukar to assist Baron Harkonnen in the invasion of Arrakis. Like I said, horrible idea. Edited.
Oh no!
Like, yeah, the
No,
part's
it's not.
bad.
No, we depict you as a protagonist. Well, we depict you in a good light here. Frank Herbert is the antagonist.
I was gonna say, she's more the victim.
Yeah, I'd say more the victim. Bruce Campbell is the hero, and
Damn
I'm
right.
the
That's per usual.
yeah,
And
and I'm
George R.
the intrigued
Observer.
observer.
And George R. R. Martin is the shy kid in the corner wondering why his parents are fighting.
Yeah, he's the
Oh
one
my
who shows up
God.
in the beginning and then never comes back again.
And then the grandpa comes in and it's Tolkien or something.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No, speaking of Tolkien, just you wait.
You have a Tolkien in this?
Maybe yes, perhaps, maybe.
Foreshadowing.
Professional writers do it and make very successful work. It can help practice and develop ideas. It's been done.
Guess what?
I don't even know what he wants me to guess. We're not saying blindfold yourself. We're saying get started and see where you start to go.
Most writers aren't professionals.
Looking in the mirror, I see.
And water is wet. Blue.
Well, I can see I'm dealing with a real professional right here. But my advice to you, Dickweed, would be that you won't know where you're going until you take your first step. So why don't you take that first step right out the goddamn door?
Tarek just trying to beat up someone from the past who isn't even on any of the servers
It's
anymore.
called improvising. It's making it more interesting. I'm trying to sound like Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say, "Why don't you take your first step out the window?"
Yes. Best advice.
Because if we're at that point, I'm throwing him out.
Oh, face.
Guess what? That saying helps me. Because you have to know the destination first. Or
No.
a possible
What
one.
gardener writers be like?
Yeah,
He-
exactly.
he
That's
doesn't-
the main point we're trying to.
He does
But I
not
would feel
understand what a gardener writer is.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
a garden? I thought everything's a desert. Wait a minute.
What's a
Hold on,
garden?
I didn't finish reading
I
that.
hate
Hold on.
sand.
What are flowers? What's a plant?
Yeah,
Or
I have been in this
Cacti.
desert too long.
yeah.
Or a possible one, before you take your step, edited. Your own analogy works for me. There's a difference between not having a map and not having a destination.
I'm sorry,
And?
sweetie.
Seriously? Okay,
Go
I'm
on.
sorry, Becca.
Oh no, that wasn't my
sorry,
intention.
we love you. Don't worry, we love you. You're
I wonder if
you're
Mr.
the
Herbert
actually good person in this scenario.
Yeah, that was not my intention, Becca. I'm sorry.
I mean, the S and PT.
Sawed off bot. Sawed off bot. Keep going.
Damn. I
Okay.
finished this part. Just need to scroll down a bit.
Yeah, scroll down.
Hey, I'm sorry for bothering you. I want to introduce you to our sponsor today, Raid Shadow Legends.
Which,
When the winds of
which
winter
I
finally come,
which I
When Winds of-
unironically play, by the way.
when Winds of Winter finally comes out, the book will be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
No, it'll be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends 3.
Where have I started?
On the harsh planet of Arrakis, you need to stay cool, like in the shadows. Speaking of which, Raid Shadow Legends.
Funnily
is
enough,
so
I
weird.
actually do play that game.
Go.
Yeah,
kill
we're
yourself.
aware.
Go kill
Don't.
yourself now.
God damn it.
This reminds me of my novel, Dune, where Paul Atreides wanted revenge against House Harkonnen. So he challenged Paddish Emperor the Fourth for the throne. He had a destination in mind and prepared for it, using atomics to threaten the existence of spice, so it would gain his attention. This was his map. He had an ultimate goal to reach. If he decided to just blindly walk up to the Baron's outpost without oh Jesus, any main goal to lead him, he would have been worm chum.
Imagine the next writer. I have already have a prediction of how this is going to end. Shad and Brooks shows up, and that just makes everyone leave.
Oh no.
Hello, Becca. Glad to see you're on YouTube. Also, it's so weird seeing myself try and be nice.
Yeah.
Since I know I wouldn't have been now.
Yeah.
You can have no destination in mind, still reach a destination or ending. That's what a fucking walk is. Journey before destination, from one sci-fi writer to another. Or at least a Way of Kings fan. You fucking Words of Radiance hater.
And again, your analogy works in my favor. We're not so different, you and I. Because guess what happens when new people arrive in town in ye old days without the map? They get lost. That's why we have maps in the first place.
If you reach the town, you're not as lost as you seem to think.
For new people who don't know where to go.
You can't get lost if you don't plan to reach anywhere. Oh, it continues. You can have no destination in mind. Still
No,
reach a
that's the
destination.
reply.
Nope, that's just a copy. Oh, he's replying to that. Okay.
Yes, that's for when you're actually... What? Oh, sorry. This fucking English is killing me, dude. Yes, that's for when you're actually got most of your story down. I'm not having... Why does it smell like burnt toast? There's something for the reader to enjoy. Writing itself is the journey, and the destination is getting a publication. But again, your analogy works in my favor! Because there's
Kick them out.
always a destination. Journey always comes before. And I agree. When it comes to actually making something readable.
This is just so asinine, just on its face. It's great.
Yeah.
But if you think this is unhinged, you were not ready for Saga 2.
That is the Saga 2.
Oh,
Yeah, this is Saga 1 and 2 because both of them were needed in order to make it feature length in my eyes.
A feature-length PDF.
Yes. Which is
That's
roughly
effort.
75 to 85 pages.
What does that stand for? Pretty damn funny?
Yes. Aspiring.
You seem incapable of considering you can start something without a specific idea of where you want to end up with and go with the flow, like you in this entire conversation.
I'm not incapable. Read what I'm typing. I'm saying that for a beginner, it's horrible advice. That's why Asimov said long ago, you've got to be direct and simple. Giving something as ambiguous as, oh yeah, just go, edited, isn't helpful.
You can come up with a destination during the process. Is that the most advisable thing to suggest? Perhaps not, but for some people, that's how they work better.
Again, journey before destination. Just because you know where you're going doesn't mean you know how you're going to get there. Remember? You can, but again, beginner writer advise. Minor spelling mistake. True, but most don't. Most people work better with a goal in mind. That's why we are given prompts and due dates with work.
Oh, I see the education system worked for you.
How did you know?
Here's my debut.
Here's my theory. This is actually author Park. Michael Crichton just cloned a bunch of different writers and created a park.
Then why is Bruce Campbell here?
He liked Evil Dead.
Fair enough.
He thought it'd be funny.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Get
really
out of
just
here,
funny.
Crichton. XD.
I love seeing Herbert try to dig himself out of the graves he makes.
Oh my god, fucking traitor. I'm going to watch Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures now. I'll be back in a bit. Maybe. Peace out.
4 hours later.
The next question I have is, how can I make the book feel more standalone?
Okay, since I can. White, do you want to play John Calvin?
Me
Yeah,
reading. Oh God, you can read here for like 20 years. Hold on. Honestly, A New Hope and Dune are the best examples of how to make a good standalone stories that can still connect to a larger series.
I disagree with Dune. A lot doesn't make sense in Dune if you just read the first book. Why am I disagreeing with my own shit? Especially since it's the worst one I wrote, IMO.
Seriously, the first? God damn, mate.
Now that's
Yeah.
a hot take.
No, that's a hot
Oh,
take.
boy. I never said it was bad. It's really fucking good, but the rest are much, much better. 4 and 5 are build up to book 6, which my son fucked up sadly. God Emperor of Dune is one of the best stories ever written, but it doesn't work without the other books.
Just pats Frank Herbert on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
most
didn't-
people say there's only one Dune book, the rest do not exist, and mostly don't like
Yeah.
it. Like the
Well,
others.
there are a lot of people that still say that the fourth book is the best of this franchise.
Like,
Most of the negativity I hear is about the ones written after he died.
Yeah. I didn't imply you said it was bad. I'm just stating that most people prefer the first book over the rest, despite your message being made manifest more prominently in the sequels.
I have no idea how they come to that conclusion. My bad. Thinking of something else. The first book, which is 3 books in one, just to clarify what I'm talking about, is a great book, but it's all set up. A lot of ideas don't make sense completely. There are so many loose ends, and everything is in its most based form. Not based base form. Sorry, also thinking of something else. It isn't until the 3rd book where all the amazing payoff starts happening, and then book 4 comes along, and it's just like boom. But seriously, people stop after the first Dune book.
I just read the first one. Physics by Peter W. Maloney and Joseph H. Eberly. If you want to know how lasers work, go read it.
The first one is just set up. You don't know anything about what the plot is about or the grander story. Plus, it keeps getting better and better.
But the book was very good with a nice ending where the evil Baron dies. I did not care enough to read the rest.
But it gets better! Imagine just reading Stephanie Meyer and being like, oh, yeah, I'm good.
Why just imagine? I know people who never finished Twilight. Those trash.
Yes, and they're called idiots. Why would you stop? It's just as good, if not better, than what you have read. You have no reason to stop. Why would you stop? Why?
Make me continue. Make
Furious
me.
typing.
I'd rather die in a pet cemetery than appease you.
yes, but
Frank Herbert, lifelong Twilight fan.
Yeah.
I will not stand for such slander against Twilight. What? Like, if you enjoyed Dune, then go read the next book. How does that not make sense? And again, it's better.
I have a backlog of dozens of books I want to read. I simply have zero desire to pick up Dune at the moment, and I do not plan to.
And the next one's even better. And God Emperor is one of the best books ever written.
Cool. Still not gonna read. It'd be like that sometimes.
Unfortunately.
Like, WTF? I just don't wanna.
In the words of Jon Snow, he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
Don't want it,
Uh,
you
I
McQueen.
don't.
I don't want it. I never have.
Mate,
No.
don't waste my time, edited. Why don't you go write another child orgy?
Oh god.
Damn.
I brought him.
Don't say, make me continue, when you're being so passive-aggressive and have no desire to continue. I wish for everyone to read the first 4 Dune books, because they are some of the best works of fiction ever composed. But if
No, I'll stay at my 3 and leave it at that.
I'll make everyone read 1,000 Dune books before I let this company die. But if you're going to act like this, I won't bother convincing you, since it's clear that you're going to be a child about it.
Oh, the irony, it's blinding. Bro, I just said that I thought the first book was good, but I did not feel any desire to read the rest. This is an okay thing to do, just as some people do not want to read Twilight and prefer something else.
How
You
dare
called them idiots. Cut the BS. Like, WTF is this?
It's you lying to me. That's what.
Liar.
I want no more of your nonsense.
I lied to you about not wanting to read the rest of the Dune books? What?
Oh my.
This is an actual conversation. I didn't edit any of this, except for Stephanie Meyer's stuff. But aside from that, all this is organic. There's me just eating popcorn.
Herbert, are you okay? Are you okay, Herbert?
Also, why is Michael Jackson at Alter Park?
A bit more done.
That's just
no,
a
that's
gift.
just-
That's a popcorn
no, that-
gift.
Yeah, that's a gif I keep sending.
This. At no point did you actually want to be convinced. You stated you were, but what you've typed does not connect with that fact. Objection. Stephen?
Mm-hmm.
I can. Okay, there we go. Now it's all cut up. I wrote this because to me, you seemed upset I did not continue. This was after you called others, and by extension me, idiots for not doing so. I am sorry if you perceived this as me being passive-aggressive, but I don't plan to read the rest of Dune regardless. And I don't see a need to justify my reading preferences. Fair enough. Glad you enjoyed the first one. I was starting uni during that time. It was the first book I read since years and years. Right after I finished Lord of the Rings, funnily enough. Right after that, I started reading Children of Time. Then the first 2 Witcher books, then The Expanse, and the other books. But I never really felt the need to pick up the Dune sequels.
Write me a 5-page essay as to why.
Yeah.
Wait, you got through the first 2 Witcher books, or as I like to call them, the plagiarized Chronicles, but didn't continue Dune.
Yes, Pennywise.
Please.
Why plagiarized Chronicles? Does anyone know why?
The Elric series.
Yeah. Like, Frank Herbert is a really big Razor Fist fan, and he was the main one that was preaching that.
Please.
This seems
Pennywise.
oddly familiar.
I would hope it does.
Please, Pennywise is my father. Call me Nickel Smart. Anyway, I've never thought I would have such a bad opinion of someone who read
You
Dune
read
before.
Dune.
Jesus Christ!
Also, I've just finished Beauty, and I've also finished a bunch of books. That's not an excuse for stopping a series at basically the prologue. I can spell. I do have misgiving with the first Dune book for being a prologue. Wait, what the fuck you spelled right? Whatever. But at least it's a great prologue. I have to check this. Oh my god, it's fucking me up. Edited. The first book's goal was to set up the rest of the series by delivering all of the world building and exploration in one go. It's a product of it being part of a magazine published for the first book. It's not a great way to start the series off, but it's a lot better than most others. Also, why do you suddenly have the attention span to read these other series, which are much longer than Dune? When for Dune, you just have to read the 4 books, since 5 don't work without 6. Which, like I said, my son fucked up.
I wish I had remembered this when I got into an argument with Tim like a month later.
Yeah.
Fucking hypocrite.
Partner and victimized.
Indeed.
I'm not sure if he's being abused here. He seems to be handling stuff pretty well.
Yeah. This is not about my attention span. This is about interest. I was simply not interested in reading the rest. You remind me of Annie Wilkes with how insane you are. I won't justify my reading preferences to you. Oh, can you speak or anyone really. It does not matter to me what you think is a good excuse or not. And I wasn't trying to excuse anything anyway. I wanted to read something else, so I did. I wanted to write, so I did. Unlike some other people.
Question
George
for
comes
everyone.
on.
Question for everyone here. What are your question for everyone here? What are your favorite and least favorite tropes minus incest?
I can immediately know who George is from that one line.
Yeah. Oh, who wants to be Stephanie?
I hate that thing in anime where girls fall in love for some guy very easily. Like, it's just self-insert love fantasy or something.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, I hate it.
I love how Stephanie Meyer is for some reason Australian, even though she's from.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to sound British, but failing.
Kind of like how whenever I try to sound Irish, I end up sounding Scottish.
Well, wait, is Stephanie Meyer British?
No, I'm pretty sure she's American.
No, she's a Mormon from Utah, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
She's a gender bend done.
Oh no.
Me too.
I'm a better writer than Stephanie Meyer. I'm just not a better author because I'm not actually successful.
Damn.
Right.
Me too. Sorry. Me too, but actually, I have nothing. There for horny teens to have a power fantasy because they think it's higher brow than fucking blue milk porn.
No.
Oh god, no. Get down. No.
Well, this is our segue to the latter half of this insanity.
That's much discussion. Oh no.
So done. They're using this. Yeah, this is an actual conversation. Yeah.
Yep.
Only the names have been changed.
Even I've forgotten how bad it was.
Okay, so the next antagonist is going to be Ryan Johnson. Who wants to play him? Or do we all take turns?
You know what? I'll be Ryan Johnson. Might as well.
Oh, hello.
These are readings
Down
of
brown-headed
Discord
material.
conversations.
Yeah.
Prologue.
I know it sounds kind of mean, but you almost sound like him.
Oh,
Yes.
After much discussion.
I'm pretty sure
Fucking
Camera was who
clown.
read him last as well.
Okay, she lives in Washington. Okay.
After much discussion, J.J. Abrams finally created a channel specifically for Ryan Johnson. At his request, it was named Milky Boys. It was here where the gremlin posted concerning images of blue milk and Luke Skywalker doing unholy things with it.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
A horrid
Yeah,
scene.
fuck.
One JJ and Timothy Zahn did not take kindly.
Oh,
JJ
God.
deleted Milky Boys, for the contents of said channel were far too bone-chilling to explore further. This was the aftermath. This is the story of the victims. Dun dun.
I
Dear
want
God.
to complain that you deleted the Milky Boys because I posted in that channel. This is why I don't agree with Zahn's bullshit. I finally worked up the courage to talk to you about this.
Oh, he's
No,
DMing.
no, you need to do it in a your generic typical fucking Discord moderator tone.
Actually.
No,
Yeah.
I did not delete it just because you posted it. I put out a poll out to ask whether or not I should, and there were more votes for than against. I admit that it should have been just archived it and moved it lower down the server, but it is what it is. I want to make it very clear that it wasn't just on. People were complaining, so I put out the poll. I will take responsibility for deleting it rather than archive it. That would have been equitable. I do have to ask, why is posting blue milk so important to you?
The only Chad move from J.J. Abrams.
Ouch.
I did not delete it. I did not. Oh, hi, Ryan.
I like sharing stuff with you guys. Sorry. I like to see what other images people post about blue milk so I can collect them.
Is that a water bottle lower down on that screenshot of Ryan? That looks like there's a drink. Which
No,
he's
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
it is one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like I made sure to find like some kind of image of Ryan who looks like he's trying to take pictures of it, and that one just fit perfectly in.
I understand, but has it occurred to you that a lot of the people in the server have a more Star Wars OT leaning in terms of blue milk than you do, and so they don't like it?
I thought Crinkle fans were anti-blue milk. It objectifies. No.
Say the line.
Oh my god! It's almost for like this is giving me like
I'll be right
milk
back,
is
guys.
racist
I'll be
flashbacks
right back
for
in a
some
moment.
reason.
Welcome
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hello,
Trip.
Trip.
Oh, hi, Trip.
Welcome to
Reading
the
about your favorite.
It justifies milk. Look at me. I am a prequel fan who doesn't have blue milk in my favorite Star Wars trilogy.
The old server is still up, but yeah, it's still up. It just hasn't.
You can still
it
find
hasn't
the
been deleted.
convo.
Yeah.
I hate people who think I objectify milk.
Jesus.
No, there are a lot of prequel fans who like blue milk.
Unfortunately.
They probably like the. They probably like the big gay blue milk then. Oh, Dada.
To listen to.
Gay blue milk went straight green water. shows up.
Roger, did you put me in?
No, you were not in this.
Not in this one.
Not even close.
Yeah,
You've been spared.
not necessarily from my experience of prequel fans. What they're aiming for is a wide variety of different milk, whether it be for their own enjoyment or to see underrepresented milk colors in the universe fandom enjoyment. From my understanding, the OT fans are the main opponents of blue milk porn.
I have the sudden urge to search for a gun.
Don't worry.
From
I got
my
one for you.
understanding, the
Hold on.
OT
In the
fans-
Johnson cut in the Johnson cut of The Last Jedi, there's gonna be a blue milk sex scene.
It's just two mouth jugs clashing together. You just hear the
Choose your
message.
fighter, Ryan
Pig.
Johnson or
Oh,
Zack
God.
Snyder.
Zack
at
Snyder's
least-
worst.
At least
Yeah,
Ryan
I hope
Johnson is a good director, and a good cinematographer. Zach has nothing
Wait a
going
minute.
for him.
Can't I just hope both of them kill each other?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the ideal outcome.
This is stitched.
I
In the
just
room darkness,
just-
the defense
I-
of Discord, there is no.
I
This,
just
this
saw-
argument is the
No,
reason.
there's
I just
No.
saw someone flash Anomaly Inc.'s name, and I just had a fucking. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this?
Crimson.
Oh,
I shall correct
God.
you. In the grim darkness of the depths of Discord, the milk is curdled in unfathomable ways.
There is only
There's only
men.
man milk.
Oh no.
I'd forfeit or lose if I had to pick.
Milk for the milk god.
Yeah.
Fuck if I
blue
know.
milk for the-
You chose to be here.
So who else
It's
is
funny.
anti-chocolate milk?
Yeah, blue
It's
milk for the
pain.
cornflakes.
It's fucking pain.
Anomaly Inc. is a closeted milk sexual.
Milk sexual, Jesus.
He
Because
identifies
my
as
brains
milk.
don't rub together, that is.
No,
Because
Anomaly
of
Inc.
this,
identifies as milk.
Is a vegetable
Cheese
soup.
for the
Sacrifices
cheese throne.
Anyways,
Because-
Blue milk for the cornflakes.
did you finish?
Because of this,
Mike?
I need
Go
to.
ahead.
Yeah, because of this, prequel fans have decided to make normalizing blue milk and blue milk positivity one of their goals.
Prequel toys are so inconsistent.
Yep.
Buddy, you don't get to preach about inconsistency.
I don't. I just wanted to share the comfort of. Oh Jesus! Stop that. I just wanted to share the comfort of blue milk since it helps distract me from all the hate my film Looper and TLJ got. Coat malt seed. Anyways,
Then make the effort to find a girlfriend. It's healthier.
I wouldn't say
Oh
that.
my
You'd
gosh.
probably find a pillow and make
if
that
I
his
had a
girlfriend.
soundboard, right now, I'll just pull up the Wings of Redemption crying bits. I'm trying. I think I should just stick to blue milk for now.
I think it's best to avoid it, especially since it seems like you're addicted.
I'm not addicted. You can't get addicted to blue milk. It's not real. You're just being prude.
A lot
no.
of people share my sentiment, OT fans and otherwise.
So when did this become a debate?
It was more of a discussion.
I think your
Glasses.
views are a bit extreme.
No, they're pretty standard.
I like how JJ summoned random woman.
Yeah. I
He
did
is
that
Chad
live.
now.
I know from Raptor's previous script that's intentional.
Yes.
He is projecting onto JJ right now. The average person who thinks blue milk should be avoided like the... oh, shit, that's a question mark. Shit.
That's fine.
Man.
Yes. Yes.
Also, no, but continue. For I know what the analogy is.
Who made this?
Not
This is
Raptor.
an actual Discord conversation. He is at this.
Ryan's just getting really red.
A lot of people made this, but Raptor compiled it, or not Raptor.
Yeah. I had nothing to do with this, but the compiling was entirely my on my behalf. Yeah.
It's highly
I already read
addictive, and the possible benefits are outweighed by the detrimental effects.
Well, the average person is a bit extreme. What?
Blue milk viewing adjusts your brain chemistry to give you a high. It cranks your endorphins and your dopamine. It is designed to make you complacent so that you don't feel attachment or affection. Or
Blue
don't have to
milk
worry
is
to feel
the-
attachment.
Blue milk is a literal drug in the analogy.
Mhm.
Designed, and that's an average, quote unquote, average position. I thought I said person. Goddamn, it was too fuzzy in my end. Then again, the average person is economically illiterate. What? The fuck is that? I'm sorry, I got lost.
Ah, yes.
Don't-
The blue
don't
milk
try.
economy.
Ah, yes. I forgot the relevance of the blue milk economy when it comes to mental addictions.
Wait,
instead.
wait! I just realized. Hold on. Wait, blue milk. It's a drug, and there's an economy. Is fucking Walter White making blue milk? Like,
Oh no!
Oh God.
It kind of fits,
Yeah,
I
he
guess, since
upgraded
Ryan
his
Johnson did direct some Breaking Bad episodes.
Yeah, he
so
directed Ozymandias and The Fly.
Jesse, we need to milk.
Yeah.
No.
You
Hurry
need
to the
to make-
masturbation room. Wait a minute.
Wouldn't that be silvery milk?
No, they have to
Oh,
dye it
no.
afterwards. Remember, they dye it. He's not actually Walter White. He's trying to copy him.
He's Walter Black.
God damn it, Jesse! Gustavo needs another milk truck.
They don't have pure man
Stop
milk.
drinking milk.
maybe
it turns
that's what
brown.
the first order is. Like Snoke is just selling blue milk.
Yeah, that's how they kickstart their economy. They were selling like this very scarce product.
Kylo
Also,
Ren
the
is
government
Jesse,
better not.
It's a Snoke's
sorry.
Walter White, and Hux is the Saul.
I'm just I got so fucking lost when you mentioned fucking economy illiterate. Like my brain just went fucking Doctor Who theme for a second there.
Walter, if you do not give me the blue milk, I will make you watch TLJ.
Oh no.
So it wouldn't be a surprise to me that they wouldn't believe such a stupid idea wouldn't backfire. Wait, are you one of those people who thinks the government should regulate my blue milk?
Ryan Johnson, as you can see, is
projection?
the majority shareholder of the blue milk industry.
Ryan Johnson,
Maybe you should have made it
libertarian.
green milk. Maybe you should have made it
No.
green milk
No,
rather
it's-
than blue milk.
What about yellow milk?
Blue milk is the company, but they have other colors, obviously.
The fucking
Mhm.
Fair enough.
the fucking blue milk lobby in the American government.
Yes.
I believe that there should be hefty regulations on blue milk, and there need to be better safeguards to prevent kids or even teenagers from viewing it when their brains are still developing. The younger they are, the more long-term damage will result.
I think we need to remember J.J. Abrams is Mormon and therefore cannot do drugs and therefore biased.
Yes.
I have a
I
solution
mean,
for that.
if it's working
Chad,
for
yes.
him. Yeah, I mean, if it's working for him, then well.
I have a solution for that. It's called monitor your child's internet activity, or don't let them use the internet. Yeah, because that totally works since never. And then without supervision or whatever mechanism needs to be put in place to prevent a child from obtaining blue milk. Besides, you can't get addicted to it anyways. Oh yeah, that is the most argument of all time.
J.J.
Just
Abrams
say nuh-uh.
Just drink
Why not?
your mom's milk again. That was better
Why
than
not?
the blue milk.
Please don't tell me the "it's not real" argument.
Oy.
Video games ain't fucking porn. The fuck.
Like, video games have so much more versatility than blue milk.
That is on
That it's not
video games
equatable.
aren't
You can't compare the
video
two.
games
Things are not the
aren't
same.
video games aren't porn unless they're made by BioWare.
Yeah.
Yes, by playing a Fruit Ninja definitely did not adjust my brain chemistry to start slicing more fruit.
Or your
Or being a
average
ninja.
fucking, or your average PC player of any Bethesda game.
Mhm.
I have video games. I have porn. No correlation.
You're about to break into a fucking song, aren't you? Like you're about to start singing.
Oh,
yeah,
I know exactly what song he's referencing.
Someone gets
Hi,
it.
Charlotte. How's it
Oh
going?
no.
Because similar studies
going?
were done on video games, and they don't affect your brain chemistry. Purse X the doubt, but I think we're
You were wrong. He was wrong on so many levels there. Like, oh my god.
Then you
like,
died over
video
there.
games, especially when it comes to competitive games, have the same like mental tick when it comes to like physical sports, like the competitive
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
Like when we have to talk about video games, it's very nuanced, and you would have to tackle case by case. But he's just putting a blanket statement over it, which is
Agreed. Yeah, and it can also increase your hand-eye coordination too from video games.
So
And your
can
memory.
Anyways, so clearly those studies must be biased because they don't line up with Oh, what do you mean with your reality? Okay, I believe that it's the kind of shit moral busybodies make up in order to censor things that they don't to understand. I am falling apart here. Help me.
I can tell. Don't worry, I think it's getting smaller.
That's how I felt when it was like a typo.
Do you understand that those two things are not equivalent?
What?
No.
Then you are extremely ignorant.
Right back at you. Personally, I don't want to have a political debate.
The effects of blue milk on a person's brain isn't political, it's scientific and physiological. Regardless of the topic, I'd like to solidify the time for the moderator, which likely is your old friend Timothy Zahn or Michael Crichton.
I love it. He's just he is just hard fucking projecting onto you right now.
Yeah, he is.
Well, JJ, I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you're interested in debunking my opinions on Blue Milk, even though we both hate the prequels, and whether we are on the same team. What?
We're not so different, you and I.
Okay.
I wouldn't really say that.
Charlotte is very much unaware of the analogy.
No.
In this analogy.
Trip revealed it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was intentional, the misspelling.
Porm.
So that way YouTube doesn't censor it.
She's got a moderator wrench, so kind of this. She's able to get around that.
It's my favorite Star Trek enemy of a porm.
Okay, Ryan, keep going.
I just read it. Fine, I'll read it again. You are interested in debunking my opinions on Blue Milk, even though we both hate the prequels. We're both on the same team here, JJ.
I'm doing so because your opinions are entertaining to debunk.
And more laser eyes. Wonderful.
I defend Blue Milk on the basis that milk is art and Blue Milk is free speech.
The addition of blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ba, 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 ba.
I want to know what the original. Anyways, go back on top. I actually have no interest in debunking that claim because I can't prove it.
Yeah.
It's bad for you because it doesn't matter. If it's bad for you because holy shit, you said the same thing twice. Because it should be allowed to exist because it's art and free.
Oh
sorry.
no!
I just got in. I just had fucking Loicon Defense Force fucking shit just come right back in my fucking brain.
Oh no!
Akira, leave me alone.
I showed fucking Dunn and I tore it's just complete fucking brain rot fucking debate I showed him.
Yeah.
And you remember that? You wanted
bad.
to fucking kill yourself?
The pro lolly thing? Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, no.
Milk is art,
Yeah.
blue milk is free speech, green milk is religion, and man milk is life.
So when I'm reading this, I'm getting fucking the Loicon Defense Force vibes from this.
Oh wow, yeah. Keep going, finish up.
So and that's why I think all your scientific studies are propaganda. No need to disprove anything. Just assume it's propaganda. Sounds like a certain.
Yeah, just say it's propaganda. Don't have any evidence.
12 years of slave is left-wing propaganda. Everybody.
In the words of the greatest video game developer ever.
Because they're all trying to push an anti-free speech message.
In the words of the world's greatest video game developer, consume the cum chalice.
A moment, I just connected this, and the analogy of milk being porn, man milk could basically mean gay porn.
You understand that is one of the most irrational conspiracy theory pieces of nonsense I've ever heard in my life.
But it's true. People are anti-blue milk, and people who are anti-blue milk are anti-free speech.
I'd love to see you prove that.
What?
I kid you not.
What?
Ryan just sends an unrelated video and tells JJ, "Will you cover this video?" And because it's Ryan, I decided to change it to something more fitting.
Michael, fuck it, done. Quick, cue the fucking Half-Life death sound effect.
I don't have that.
That would have been perfect.
Well, I guess we can do this.
Minor
Classic.
lacerations detected.
Warning, spit-based rupture detected.
Yeah.
Will you cover this? Wait, what?
Alright,
Wait,
video.
go scrub. Oh, I get it. That I'm like, what the fuck? Why would that person in particular disagree with Baller about TLJ? I'm like, oh, it's Ryan Johnson, a fucking vegetable.
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on Discord? Sir, arguing like a retard.
It keeps showing up in my recommendations.
Ryan Johnson
YouTube is
is
trying to shove it in his face.
Ryan Johnson is stalking Mahler on Discord.
I would actually believe that. It
But
sounds
hey,
like
I just choose to believe YouTube is just taking this shit out on Ryan. It's like, here, watch this video crapping on your thing.
Mhm.
Also, I have tried to redo the personalities of my characters in my new film. Not I thought it was the actual like person you're arguing with. God damn it. I'm like,
Oh,
what the fuck?
this!
I didn't know.
What?
I didn't know this individual fucking made a fucking film. That would have
Okay.
been hilarious.
I'll need to give
Yeah.
context in a sec. Oh, you Raptor. What the fuck?
I wanted to hear
So-
your sides.
Context.
Oh.
Brain Buddy is ironically something YouTube for some reason kept giving ads for. That is a app to stop porn addiction. And I'm like, this should be shared with Noble. And Raptor of course edited it to be blue milk.
Gee,
Quiet you.
ooh, I haven't seen much of Misanthrop. I don't remember Misanthroponi's video very well.
Mhm.
So I found this and wanted to hear your thoughts.
White didn't finish reading one
Oh,
comment.
I thought this was just like not the actual person writing. I thought this was just something you put in, so I didn't even read it. Okay, I'll read it.
I
Also, I have
substituted it, but this is something he said. I just substituted to make it more relevant to Ryan.
All right, so when we go offline, I want to say the context so I can understand. Anyway, I have tried to redo the personalities of my characters in my new film, Knives Out. J.R. Tolkien pointed out that all of said, okay, it wasn't me. All of said characters were contradictory. Okay, I'm just failing, which I don't know how to fix. Contradictory, which I don't know how to fix. All right, I fixed it.
Yeah, then JJ just doesn't respond until 2 months later to bring up this.
I found this. I wanted to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. Quit blue milk addiction with Brain Buddy, the #1 Star Wars reboot app. Addicted to blue milk? Brain Buddy rewires your brain, helping you become a happier, healthier, and stronger Star Wars fan. Reboot your brain. Get the free app now.
God damn it.
Done, it's your turn to read.
So I found this and wanted to hear your thoughts.
I think the app is gay.
No, that's Man Milk Brain Buddy edition.
Oh. JJ.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I need to give you more material. I need to send Raptor some screenshots. I'll deal with that later. Elaborate.
This app should be renamed "How to Pick Up Mary Sue's." Then I might care. God damn it, Raptor! Kill yourself. Kill yourself now.
Your life is as literally as valuable as a summer ant.
I also know that reference.
You have
Yep.
much. You have much as worth as a broken condom. Kill yourself.
Thank you.
Anyways, yes. But I will not quit my blue milk for the sake of quitting blue milk. The only reason I might consider quitting is because I'm having sex in real life.
So never.
Yep.
Or
But
hopefully never.
I like how you didn't change that part, so it's like so legit. Ryan Johnson is substituting sex for blue milk, like legit.
Yeah.
Here's the
Yes.
twist.
Hard open.
Here's the twist.
Drugs and sex.
The twist here is that Ryan Johnson is the real creator of Yandere Simulator.
No idea what that is, and I thankfully will never. Don't you fucking start
No
explaining.
context. That's all I gotta say.
You don't want to know, honestly, so yeah.
No, I don't.
Even if it would improve your mental health and relationships.
I like how JJ brings his woman when he says that.
He's fucking grandstanding or something. I believe that my mental health will increase if I completely quit my blue milk. Oh my god, he's like an actual fucking addict. You know, like
He
that's
is.
the whole thing. If you're like, if like, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that he's already an addict. But like an actual drug addict, where if you like quit cold turkey. I mean, god damn it, blue milk, cold turkey, you just might actually die because of like shock or whatever. I forgot the word.
Yeah, like their
He needs
their
to Blue
brain
Milk
is
Anonymous.
dependent on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legit. He's like holding onto his crack pipe, like my precious.
Like precious blue milk.
Not many know that the One Ring was made was made using blue milk and not a volcano.
It
Yeah,
was
most-
not.
Oh,
It
dang,
was
now
not
that-
an
now that's
ordinary.
hidden lore.
Most
Not
people
for
don't
an
know.
ordinary finger.
Most people.
I'm not.
Mordor
I
was
just find
actually
it-
Mudor once upon a time.
Hey, guys, I apologize. I got to dip. You have a nice night, though.
Okay.
Yep, have a good
Yeah,
night.
Okay.
Thanks for showing up.
See you later.
See you later.
He probably got bored of our lame fucking jokes. Like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
He will now not come back here for several more months.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, well,
I'm just-
at least
you
he
know,
was here to yell at me.
He already told me to go to hell once. That's my yearly quota.
Damn it! I didn't get him to get mad at me. I only got him to laugh. God damn it! I missed my quota.
Mm-hmm. Shame on you, White, shame.
Yes, only shame. Dunce. Did you read yours?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
You
I guess
called
I'm
me
dunce now. All right. I don't find your consistent harassing me over this topic entertaining, and I don't find your consistent misunderstanding of the word harassment.
More laser vision.
Also, this proves that you want me to quit my blue milk. Oh, really? What gave you the fucking hint? Gee, I couldn't tell.
He really
Yes,
is Gollum at this point, is he?
Yeah, he is. You have successfully gaslit me.
Wouldn't that mean he unsuccessfully? Because you
I have some
Figured it out.
jokes in mind, but that would probably reveal who this is. So
You know, you sprayed me with that water hose. Makes me think you want me to get wet. I don't know, but it's just a theory.
I've said his name like several times on accident. Also, it just doesn't matter.
Also, this proves. Yeah, okay, I already. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. Also, this proves that you want me to quit my blue milk. You have successfully gaslit me. Congratulations, you played yourself.
You and me have very different definitions of harassment. I just asked your thoughts. That's all.
Yeah, especially since
Nah.
JJ posted that 2 months after the previous conversation.
It's honestly
Oh.
kind of sad.
Bro, fucking
I
Rian is
didn't-
like,
I
Sorry.
didn't even know the whole context behind this whole fucking debate. Now that I know, it's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Rian is literally like,
Nice try.
I offered you
JJ, you
friendship and you
dunce.
spat in my face.
excuse me. I have to go meet with Kathleen about my new trilogy.
Oh no.
Unironically, I want to see it just because I want to laugh at something.
Yeah, I want to see if it's better or worse than
No.
Rebel Moon.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's already dead.
Fuck it.
Might as well just let them burn themselves even further.
Yeah,
You know what I
might as
say?
well.
I say the same thing about. I say the same thing about the AAA video game industry. Just let it burn. We'll take care of the rest. We'll make games great again.
Sure.
No, indie developers, hello, Ultra Kill, Minecraft, and all that stuff, and indie filmmakers too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ryan Johnson, try again.
You actually think that I believe you could be convinced in a roundabout fashion to quit, especially since there's scientific evidence that you don't believe in for rather weak reasons. I just wanted your thoughts because it would be interesting.
I am not your plaything.
Proceeds to bite Luke on the ear.
That just
No,
describes
but
how,
That's just symbolism.
The symbolism.
that's just how he made The Last Jedi.
I think he's
Yep.
already got. I think we're focusing on the blue milk. I think the man milk's already taken its toll as well.
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
The manly women milk.
Oh, that's for later.
Did you already? I could have swore you didn't read.
No,
your
he
part yet.
didn't.
No, I didn't. No, but you do have interesting responses and rather wild takes that I've never heard of.
Mhm.
What's the normal response, huh?
Self-reflection, actually comparing sources, not making comparisons that help your opponent's argument rather than your own, and this goes for all your arguments.
I'm not helping your argument. Please don't. Please drop this topic.
Comparing video game addiction to blue milk is actually fairly comparable and isn't a rhetorically sound position to prove your point. But if you want this talk to be dropped, then fair enough. I can see that's clearly gotten to you. I would also apply this feedback to all of the debates that you and I have had or have participated in, including the one about Grimdark being bad.
Okay, now we know who this is.
I mean, it was obvious for me. Since I know
Anyway,
this person.
he doesn't want to give up his blue milk drinking tomboys, if you get what I mean.
That
Well,
image is
Mary
real,
Sue.
ain't it?
Well, more so Mary Sue's in this
Yeah.
context.
I think. I don't make Grim look good. I know I didn't make Grimdark look good. Jesus Christ, I'm failing so fucking hard. It's
No worries.
mean-spirited to be good.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, that's
Aw.
an asinine take.
I don't make Grim. I
It's
didn't
not
make Grimdark look good.
Who let
Coherently written.
Okay, I could, because sometimes when I read, I feel like it's always me who's reading it wrong. I have a
No.
I have a real self-gaslighting problem.
No, it's not you. It's just Rian's retarded.
Rian.
It's
Rian,
just
Ruin.
a moment.
Yes, you do.
Fuck Grimdark.
You
Says
don't
the zombie
understand.
ice dragon.
You don't understand. You don't understand it well enough to argue for your position.
Fuck Grimdark. It's the only one who will.
It's mean-spirited.
So,
Mean-spirited media is bad because it has bad themes instead of uplifting and inspiring things and like blue milk. And you're
Much
wrong.
much of good fiction is mean-spirited, like Great Expectations, Tale of Two Cities, First Law, Les Miserables, Hunchback of Notre Dame, various comedies, Shakespeare's tragedies. I guess the sense that your idea of how should be told is extremely limited based off of your films, but it's also a symptom of your limited experience with the human condition.
I like how in that image it looked like JJ has a gun.
That may be true.
Bruh.
Finally, start submitting. But better late than never. Oh, wait, he raised more. I still think mean-spirited media is objectively shit for being mean-spirited.
You can't just use that word and flippantly. You can't just flippantly use that word and expect it to work based off your very limited information on how that word is supposed to be used.
He really is like a 5-year-old just wanting everything to be Teletubbies.
Yep. Yeah, Teletubbies and Mary Sue and
with
Blue Milk.
boobies.
You know, God, don't put that image in my mind.
Scroll.
And you slack. Do you die? Oh, okay,
Let's
you're
roll, let's roll.
Why? Why? And how do you define mean-spirited?
any media with nihilistic theme, with a negative view on reality.
That sentence.
Highly
I know.
ironic from him.
English.
Oh, it's
I mean, I
it
can't
is
really
sort of
complain.
funny since I wasn't there for the Grimdark debate, but I can name a bunch of stories with that this particular person enjoys that do have that type of tone.
Yeah.
So I'll save it for later.
Honestly, I think like the original Fallout games might have this, if I remember correctly. I'm talking like 1 and 2.
Yep, I can agree. As a Fallout nerd.
Yeah. Also, it's bad for being mean-spirited. How do you explain Plinkett's appeal?
I don't watch Plinkett. I watch. Shut up, Michael. Done.
Your girlfriend.
I swear,
Yeah, why-
I swear to God. I swear to God, you saw me come into the voice chat today, and you're like telling Raptor, like in real time to change some of the stuff later on, so I have to read it.
No, this is a PDF. I can't edit anything after this.
Bro,
Reality is
Well,
subjective.
no,
I can
there
make
was
it
that
whatever I
time where
want it to
Dunn
be.
disconnected. He could have opened a different file.
gosh.
This could have been
Yeah.
planned.
Fucking Rian trying to put his blue milk in Maggie
He's
Mae's
playing
fish.
40 chess.
Oh,
I don't watch Plinkett. I watch Maggie My Fit. Oh God, I don't.
Megamind
I want to
Fish.
rephrase that. I want to rephrase that. I didn't say that right. That sounds very explicit.
Megamind fish.
please, Maggie, my fish.
Now all we
Well,
need is
back
for
at
the
the
Yeah,
ranch.
from here,
No.
also, by the way, there's going to be at least one reference of Maggie Mae Fish in every saga and script I do from here on
No,
out.
Why have you
now
done
we
this?
need
Why
is-
have we
no.
done this?
No, it is the time Ryan Johnson debated Frank Herbert on the quality of Naruto.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, that's gonna be the next script. We're gonna have some Ryan v. Ryan v. Frank Herbert nonsense and autism.
Oh God, you reminded me of Naruto. Now you reminded me of the final villain, which killed that fucking series for me. That fucking
Base.
asshole at the end just fucking killed me. Fuck,
Okay.
dumb
a
bitch.
lot
That's
of-
all I gotta say.
Okay, a lot of people do watch Plinkett because he's characterized as, and they hold him up as the progenitor of critiques on YouTube. So, what makes nihilistic in your mind, as opposed to humans fighting against impossible odds and failing but still fighting? Is 300, or for that matter, most of human history, nihilistic?
You don't make the world a better place by saying my fantasy sucks because real life sucks. A good story should say aspects of reality sucks, but here is what you can do to make it not suck. But if your theme is really sucks, then it's a bad theme. Holy shit. Okay. Like, hold on a minute. Isn't that validate 300? It's so
Yep.
weird when people like this make things like this, because it's like he makes a criteria, and like when you actually make a criteria, like a lot of these movies you reference are already like checkmark some of that criteria.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect him to be intelligent. Just don't.
Yeah, like he fully embodies. Yeah, he fully embodies the argument people throw at Mueller for saying, "Oh, he just masks his opinions with objective criteria." Like compared to people like Ryan who actually do that.
Mm. That is rarely
Like
how
this is an
Grimdark
example of someone
works.
masking their opinions as objective fact.
Thank God
That
no
is-
Warhammer 40k fans are in this chat.
That's how
I am a
40K.
I'm a vague
No.
Warhammer 40k fan.
No,
Yeah,
I
but you're
was
not
reading-
with ya.
Oh,
That's how Warhammer 40K works.
Here's the thing I
most
want
of
to
the time,
say. Like it feels
most
like
of the
from
time.
that. Sorry, you go first.
No, you go. No, you go.
Like,
I was going to keep
this
reading.
this person, like the person when they were debating Grimdark, what they're describing isn't exactly Grimdark. It's just edgy writing because there actually is a difference between Grimdark and edgy.
Mm-hmm.
Grimdark
He needs
can
to
be edgy.
educate himself.
Yeah, Grimdark can be edgy, but edgy writing isn't inherently Grimdark.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time, it's great protagonists going up against supremely evil antagonists that are allowed to do things that demonstrate their evil better than other genres, which makes the hero's victory all the more satisfying. Though if it is a tragedy, it may end in failure for the sake of a thought-provoking ending.
Either
You were
that
saying
or the
what?
theme. Oh, sorry.
Did you have a comment, right, Anne?
No, I was reading.
Okay, go for it.
Either that or the theme is religious faith, which is equally cringe because Warhammer 40K is a parody of religion, nihilism, and religion. Holy shit! Why you're saying the same thing twice? And that's how 40K works.
Have you done anything resembling even a cursory bit of research into the more popular 40K stories?
People will do nothing but tell me how awesome and cool Warhammer 40K is, and it's made me despise hearing about it because it's horrible and depressing, and this is why I also hate Dune.
Oh god, yeah. This is where this is going to be a foundation in which in which Frank Herbert and Ryan Johnson will have their autistic.
Their autistic Naruto debate.
wait.
Yeah,
I don't, even
and coupled with the Naruto debate.
I don't even get his point. Isn't the point of Dune that humanity is saved through the actions in the series? He's just wrong.
Well, the thing is, he's never read Dune. Ryan's never read Dune.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
I always fucking hate that when people are like, oh, this thing is shit. I don't like this thing. But you press him on it and he's like, oh, found out you never even seen the thing. How the fuck can you criticize the thing then?
Kind of like Professor Geek. Professor Geek has this exact same problem. I need to cut
that's
bit
right.
overreact.
Was it that was that whole Dune thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's
there's
kind of
some
an
art
idiot.
they do that.
Yeah,
And not just
there were a lot of
because
people. Sorry, go for it.
and not just because he's an Ethan Van Sciver fan.
Which is, and I think he actually doesn't like Ethan Van Sciver. Well, maybe he thinks that Ethan Van Sciver's based rather than just kind of an outdated douchebag.
Also, guess what page we're on?
69. Interesting.
Nice.
Did you read your
Okay.
part yet?
Are you aware of the contents that people actually enjoy? Most of them are about humanity fighting, even when the odds are stacked against them. Or they're meant to be terrifying in the same vein as Lovecraft.
No, that's also foreshadowing for the next script.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear about how the Imperium kills people for being tainted by the warp. I don't want to hear about chaos. How about chaos grapes? Whatever. Grapes women for making more chaos space Marines. I don't want to hear about how these sisters of battle cut up traitors and stick them into Iron Maidens. That's miserable and stop it. That's miserable and depressing. And it's not fucking cool, dude.
He'd
Warhammer
rather
40K is sorry.
he'd rather read about his tomboy Mary Sue's with blue milk, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's miserable and depressing, and it's not fucking cool. Warhammer 40K is only good when it's funny, but Game Workshop and the fans take it way too seriously.
Question: Have you guys heard the saying like he drank the Kool-Aid to say someone went off the deep end or crazy?
Multiple times, yes.
Yes. When did Kool-Aid get correlated with that? How did that happen?
Are you familiar
I
with
think it
Jim
was some
Jones?
kind of a cult mass
Yeah,
suicide, I think.
that was created by Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. Do you want me to go into more historical context behind it, or are you satisfied with that answer, aspiring?
I really.
I guess I
Contested.
heard what I needed to. I was just thinking you could replace Kool-Aid with blue milk for him. He drank the blue milk. He went off the deep end.
Yeah.
Hell.
What's
Like-
funny, the funny thing was that I actually educated Ryan about Jim Jones and the connotation that Kool-Aid has, and I could just copy and paste that and send it to you after this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
I always
most of sorry, go for it.
I feel like I always contest this kind of logic, like this whole thing where it's like all this depressing shit, like, oh, it's not cool, it's not good, or whatever reason Noble chose it for. I'm thinking like, man, people really love fucking Dead Space and the Dead Space remake in that universe and stuff, even though it's like really grim and fucking bleak.
I've toyed with writing bleak settings before. It can be very cathartic.
Yeah, because you can start out real bleak and it can be really bleak for the most part, but like the ending, you can make it like hopeful in the end. Like there's a shimmer of hope.
Exactly.
Yeah, what he fails to understand is that people don't make these things bleak or depressing for the sake of being so. It usually has a greater message than that. But
The only writers who only make to do it for the sake of it are ones who are bad at writing grimdark.
Holy fucking shit! I just remembered Halo Reach, a franchise. Noble, son of a bitch. Sorry,
It's fine. It's
Well,
We've done
we
it
know that
several
Halo
times,
likes
it's
it,
fine.
and his feelings on Grimdark are well known.
No, it's the fact that he accidentally said no. God damn it.
Shit.
It's really tough.
It is a bit
Okay,
different.
the person really likes Halo to the point where things, and the fact that one of the games from the Bungie era is a game called Halo Reach, which is very grim for the most part, but there's like at the very end some hope, like as the ship goes off, and it has a happy ending in the end. It's a
Yeah, 'cause-
bittersweet ending.
Because you could flip his entire argument onto the Halo friends. Like, I don't want to see planets getting gassed. I don't want to see the last of humanity being invaded by aliens. That's not fun. Like,
We're both.
Anybody read The Fall of Reach?
No.
No.
With both of the
So-
crazies, though, I can remember several times you can flip their arguments back on them so much.
It's my always my
Yeah.
biggest counter.
Glorious.
If their argument is so bad, if you can flip their own argument against them, you know you have a pretty shoddy argument. It's always like the basic test.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. So let me continue. Yeah. So most of the world building is horrific, but the stories don't often focus on that.
But I hate the world building though.
Most of what you're describing is not depicted on page.
I can't separate the lore from the story. Skill issue.
That doesn't prove your point. It's all personal preference, and even the arguments you're giving aren't reflective of the material because you haven't actually researched it or understood it.
And I remember some annoying fuck who was trying to give me a writing advice, and he used this character named Lazarthorn.
Is
I
that
don't know how to
is that copy pasted, Raptor, or did you edit that?
What specifically? I was texting Lucia.
Isadorn.
Oh, Isothorn. Okay, that's how you pronounce it.
I copy and pasted it. I do not know who this person is or how to pronounce it.
Isothorn, and how he was such an amazing character for mercy killing a civilian in cold blood and feeling very emotional. I hate that. That's not a good hero. That's a bad guy. Context. That's my biggest thing.
like
Wait,
what?
I legit don't even know who he could be here referring to.
Like,
Is
there
that
could be
hero
a context. Like,
Sorry, go for it.
like in Game of Thrones, the Hound when he was with Arya, Mercy killed like a starving civilian. I don't remember what it was exactly. My memories of Game of Thrones are vague.
He was
He was a
just
farmer.
kind of a guy who had been severely injured and was pretty close to death and just wanted water before he died.
Yep. And then he stabbed him for as a mercy killing.
Mm.
And so like
Yeah.
the context really fucking matters, and then that's what he's not showing. Though that's what I have an issue with that particular bit.
Is
Yeah.
that person meant to be a hero or just well written and thought provoking?
It doesn't work. A good hero is someone who uses main civilians as what?
I get what he's saying if you read further, but yeah, just reading a good hero is someone who uses main civilians without reading the rest is very funny.
Yeah, if I was gonna say like uses them as a shield or something, like
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening for a sec.
Then I read the rest of the sentence.
As motivation for cutting down every last Chemos demon with bullets.
Yeah, and the person you described is clearly an anti-hero, but in the setting he makes sense. And that doesn't make him a bad character in terms of craft or skill argument. Morally bad protagonists are often a feature of fiction. Fight Club, American Psycho, Joker all fall under this category.
Well, my Ray isn't supposed to be an anti-hero. Okay. Meow.
Yeah,
Oh god, I don't know how you have the fucking patience with this shit. and he's
Are you talking about me?
I think he's referring to Dunn for this one.
Oh, okay.
Dunn has an immunity to dumbassery, it seems.
Yeah.
He's sadistic.
I need to get that. I need to get on the fucking get on that fucking treadmill. And he's trying to claim that this anti-hero is the pinnacle of good writing. And this is what we get to prove that wrong by showing examples, but he's not going to do that probably. This is what makes me hate Grim Dark. When you say it's obviously objectively better writing than more optimistic. Sorry, when?
Citation needed.
Yeah, it's kind of the
Sorry,
funny thing.
Lynn.
JJ in this has not claimed that anything is better than anything else. Just one thing is good. So
Where
Ryan
these
Todd,
what
He is fucking.
Also, isn't writing grimdark
Desperate.
technically free speech?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's a
Grimdark is not blue milk. That's black milk. That's different.
Think about it. Aren't writers
Yes.
allowed to depict what they want to? Aren't writers allowed to write about whatever they want to write, unless if it's
Done.
legal?
Don, you have
Like,
to bring that up after the stream. You have to tell Mr. Ryan that writing grimdark stories is expressing free speech.
That's
Do you want to censor writers, Ryan? Are you-
Hashtag bland black milk.
Done.
So-
You know, all you got to do to make this man angry is all you got to do is tell him that the ammo for the super shotgun is plentiful in Doom Eternal. He'll lose his fucking mind. I've done it multiple times.
Just tell him tomboys aren't hot.
Hey,
Literally
anyway,
every single one of us, because it's 5 things to piss him off. It's not that hard.
Tell
The man
him-
is a million buttons.
why if you push them all at the same time? These are like go off like a fucking
Tell
havoc
him
nuke or
Naruto
something?
Yes.
is lame. Tell him Naruto is lame.
In fact, if you push all 1,000,000 of his buttons at the same time, an achievement pops up in your vision.
Gee. It's an Xbox achievement.
Nice.
Minecraft.
No, it should be a PlayStation because he's a fucking Xbot
Oh yeah, that
or
too.
was.
That's ironic because he's a weeb.
Damn.
Many contradictions.
This is why I think it's shit, because it makes people think that having a shitty setting and morally shitty character is an atomically good. No one said that. It's ruined people's taste. Proof.
What is this straw man you're creating here, Ryan?
You need to get the IH Bomber guy citation needed fucking gif.
Also,
The meme.
This fucking guy talking about ruining taste.
Is it H- You know where he slaps the huge button and it's like something like that. I'll find it.
Ryan Johnson ruined a generation of video essayists.
Yeah. Unironically.
Insert Just
Outspoken
Right
and
coming in to
fragile.
defend. Just Right coming in to defend his king's honor.
He comes with like a bull in a fucking china shop, just crashing through. Like, I'll save you. I'll save this.
Either
china
him or
shop.
Patrick H. Willems.
Done. We're ready to move on.
No, lack of talent ruined good writing. Most modern stories are not grimdark or written with grimdark intentions.
Most bad modern stories are bad because they're not oh, fucking shut the fuck up.
Modern stores.
What? I didn't catch that. Well, most bad modern stores are bad because they're not original. Yeah, fuck
Wait,
you,
what?
Walmart. You're not
Most
original.
bad modern stores are bad. Like, bro used bad in like between. He said 3 words and he used the word bad again. Like, what the fuck?
Look, he's on that grind set. He's locked in.
Holy fucking shit, dude!
Bro was
What
onto
is
nothing.
this? What is this clown foolery? What I'm reading here.
This chicane.
Don't worry, there's 2 pages left.
Insert Chuck from Better Call Saul. This is some chicanery.
I am not crazy. I am not
That-
crazy. I
Okay,
know
well,
to
I'll
stop
finish
those
it.
memes.
I know, you know,
Not
like this
original.
whole conversation is just the chicanery episode.
Oh,
God,
you
damn,
will get.
I honestly
is-
put this.
I'll wait until you get to the Rafe Junkins Ryan Johnson
No.
debate.
Go back. I didn't finish. Oh my god, it's like autism. Okay, it's not original, which is the ultimate evil because it's sands. Sand is evil. Yeah,
Like
it's evil.
sand.
It sands off anything. Oh, okay, it made sense. Okay, I thought you misspelled it. It sands off anything meaningful and interesting in favor of rehashing over properties like the original. What? Hold on. Most stories are bad because they're not original. I'm sorry, those are not exclusive. It can be non-original and still be good. It's like that's not
Yeah, that's what.
you fucking
Yeah.
mentioned it.
Again, he doesn't think critically. He just assumes
Certain
that a
things.
particular genre is bad because there are certain components of it he doesn't like.
Noble. Damn it. Anyways, let's just continue. Fuck me. I don't even think
20 minutes later.
I think Maggie will be happy to oblige you with that particular one. I think she's desperate enough.
Shut.
Oh no.
Shut. Error.
20 minutes later.
I'm sure she's probably pretty interesting in the sack. Quite. She'll be a good little obedient
Go kill
wifey.
yourself.
No.
Go kill yourself now.
No.
Done. Quit talking about Maggie Mae's fish, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. It seems like he's trying to get in too.
No, I'm just playing matchmaker because
I don't
I'm
know,
like,
man.
she'll be good for
No.
you. She was good. She'd be
I
good for
don't
you,
know,
man.
That's kind of getting me.
Done.
Dunn
I
is
don't know,
trying
man.
to explain reasons to deport some blue milk.
You've been seeming pretty sus lately. It's almost like you're having a bastard among us.
The transferring of
He's
blue
not
milk.
beginning that trip. The trip action as of late. Oh boy, I'm gonna hear from her in a second. Anyways, back at the ranch dressing. Oh shit, that's right. Okay, okay, maybe Grimdark isn't bad on its own. You got a concession out of him.
It took 20 minutes to say that.
Yeah,
Yes.
like there was a 20-minute gap, and then he just randomly came to the conclusion that, no what,
I
maybe
think-
it isn't too bad
I
after
think
all.
I think he was trying to come up with a counter argument, and he was just seething, and then he just gave up.
Yeah, I
he's-
think that was the
he's like-
case.
he's
For
at
20
like
minutes.
he's like at the last stage of grief where he's just gave up.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Just keep scrolling.
But an oversaturation of it is bad because reasons. It's just oh, God.
Leave my battle sisters alone, or I'll personally burn you at the stake, filthy heretic.
Coke.
Kelp, seed, malt.
Lamau.
Bruh.
In
Whoever was reading Tolkien kind of sounded like Mahler.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. But yeah, Raptor, if you notice, I sent other bits of conversation.
Yeah, that actually coincides quite well with some of the debates that Wissia and Ryan have had. So I'll actually include that for the fourth saga. But the third saga is currently in the works. It's like 60% done.
Oh, excellent.
This was fun.
Yeah.
I might be heading off now.
Okay. Yeah, because
But-
Saga 1 and 2 are actually set up for Saga 3, because Saga 3 will not only include Grimdark again, with Ryan's insane reasoning for why it's bad, but it'll also include our good old friend Frank Herbert again. And this
Finally.
time, he'll have a war with Ryan. The battle of
Oh shit.
yeah, where they fight amongst a multitude of topics.
One of
Yeah.
which, if I remember right, is Naruto. Is about the
Yeah.
quality of Naruto.
Yeah, I included the battle with Naruto, and then afterwards I include the battle involving like Dune being bad for dumb reasons, and then of course that leads to Grimdark being bad, and then Ryan Johnson was having a bit of a feud with J.J. Abrams, while simultaneously Frank Herbert was also fighting against J.J. Abrams.
Oh my.
It was literally a J.J. v Frank v Ryan battle.
Freeway battle.
Yep.
So
Oh, but just you wait for the finale on the final script, where it's just the most insane nonsense you've ever seen.
Well, I can't wait to reprise my role as Frank.
Yep.
anyway, I was gonna say something. When you guys finally click off live, I have some news to bring up about a particular person that we haven't talked about in a long time, and I'm excited.
Oh, was it George Lucas?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
You could just tell us about George Lucas.
No, what the
He watched
fuck?
Game of Thrones, and he has some interesting takes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh my!
Oh yes.
His tier list.
I saw
I only
that
wrote
tier
down a
list.
couple of them.
Oh, I saw that tier list. Yeah, let me.
Oh no, a tier list?
I gotta be heading off
No.
soon, so I'll see you guys later.
Have a good
No.
night,
Yeah, cameraman.
camera.
I'll
It was,
just talk. I'll just say certain things. Like he said to me, because I joined the voice chat with him the other day just to see what happened. He says one thing. He says he likes the sand snakes. The Arya Stark surviving the waif stabbing is completely believable, apparently.
well, that moron.
Jaime's arc in season 8 made sense because he was trying to save his kid, his unborn child.
I actually found it. Well, I found his tier list. King Hodor.
Why is Euron Greyjoy so high? Why is he above
Oh, yeah,
Lannister?
he likes
Tywin Lannister.
Great Euron.
Tywin is a Giga Chad. Why is this soy Euron Greyjoy here from the show?
Seriously?
What did he say? Is George Lucas the slavery wasn't so
Yeah.
bad person? Yep.
Euron
Same guy.
Greyjoy is like second highest favorite character.
I
I
guess.
so.
Like,
Oh, by
OSHA.
the way, to roundabout to my last argument with him about the Star Wars prequels, I found this hilarious. Apparently I lived rent free in his fucking head because he brought that up when I entered the fucking PC. He was trying to say that the big reason why my argument why the Trade Federation couldn't invade Coruscant in Episode 1 was my argument was stupid because it didn't happen, obviously, so therefore it made sense.
Or it could just be that
It's literally the
George Lucas is
reverse of
stupid.
it happened because it made sense.
That's terrible.
I didn't want to
Hilarious.
argue back with him because that would just been a headache and a half, and I already came out of that fucking conversation with him with a headache, so I didn't want to like exacerbate that even further.
Yeah. Apparently, like, a man cannot be numbered. Okay, he's not in the show very often. Braun. Okay. Braun is mostly undamaged. Sir Pounce. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of characters here that are pretty bad. Or had
Oh
bad
yeah,
endings.
he said that Sansa's arc made sense because reasons.
What?
He said, I guess he has a thing where he like, if he can rationalize something in his head to make sense, therefore it makes sense. I don't know if you came across that.
I didn't. I don't. In which server was that in? His or somewhere else?
I was in his VC the other day.
Oh wow, he's an idiot. He's a freaking moron. Okay, so Carl effing Tanner from Gin Alley.
Oh yeah, the guy who was just singing. Yeah, he likes them because of that singing bit.
Okay.
But no, because he had an appearance, therefore he is on the tier.
What? Okay, so 8. Oh, why are there so many non-characters on here? Like Davos Seaworth's son? Why is he there?
A better question
Because
is
he had potential, apparently.
why did he make the 8 and the color associated with it like almost the same fucking color?
That's also true.
Their idol has a terrible take. Well, replicas no. Well, George Lucas is nobody's. Well, he's not really an idol. Most people don't respect him. Even in his own crowd, they don't respect him. That's what I've observed. They don't even know he exists for the most part. Anomaly is basically their god. A god emperor.
Fucking hell, that man. I went back to watch some of his like cosmonaut videos. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, man. He's a fascinating NPC. All right, let's continue.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Oh my! He put freaking Ilaria with Khal Drogo. That is terrible.
Why is Stannis so low? I get they ruined his character by season 5, but
I think the yellow means gold.
Well, the funniest thing was like at this point he starts putting them into names. At this point, it feels just like, wait, this doesn't have any logic to it. It's just the name of the character and then the character next to it. It doesn't make sense.
like you would only put a name tier if it's at the very bottom or at the very top. That's the only reason why it would make any sense. But putting it in between, like, what's the point?
Oh, by the way, he put Kyber higher.
Oh, sorry, go for it.
I was giving context, maybe on some of the positions. He says he put Kyburn up there because higher in the list because he made sense for what he was.
What?
Because he was like a
That's
mad
asinine.
scientist. Because he did mad scientist things, therefore it's good.
I would be completely transparent. I've never seen Game of Thrones, so it's kind of amusing to me that you see like random humans right next to fucking animals.
The animals shouldn't be there.
Yeah,
they're like non-entities.
Also, like, why is Rickon in the same tier as Shay? She's a good character. Rickon's nothing.
And
Rickon
Waller
is a
Frey
cover
is in that
character.
is like behind Rickon.
And Old Nan is only there for a scene. That's it. What is wrong? Okay. Like Rhaegar's only there for one scene. Why is he in the same category as Orell? Orell's actually a really good character. What's wrong with you? Also, oh my.
Why is 2 the same color as all the random fucking roles?
Does he have more than one mountain, or is this his? Oh no, he does. He has more than one mountain.
Also,
yeah,
why
you got Regular Mountain and Zombie Mountain.
Why do the role colors also get more colorful as they go down? Shouldn't that be the other way around?
Fuck if I know.
Some of the roles are even have the same color. Well, some of the ranks even have some of the same tiers have the same color.
-1. Damn.
Wow, the red bitch. Jesus Christ.
I might think that she would be higher.
She wasn't bad as a
First
character.
4 seasons are good.
Watch
The
out, you
latter
don't-
half is trash.
Yeah, he likes 5 and 6, I think. Yeah, he likes Battle of the Bastards and stuff.
Well, he is also a bit of a normie. The more
Like I
I've gone to, you
I
know,
can't believe he
Well,
likes.
even
the
I
fucking
said 5 and
dance
6
snake.
have good stuff. There's a lot of bad, but there's also a lot of good.
not
There's some
really.
good.
There's
Um,
some good. Look,
fine.
Jon Snow is good.
I will be back in a sec.
Spiron,
Jon
have
Snow's-
you seen
Or will you?
What?
Yeah, Jon-
Aspiring? Have you seen Gladius's videos on season 5 and 6?
No idea who that is.
Oh wait, no, he hasn't done any on season 5, but he has done a decent amount on season 6. Glidus is a very popular Game of Thrones channel. I recommend checking his stuff out.
Okay, but look, I'm not saying there's not bad stuff. I'm just saying there is good within the bad.
Some, but a lot. But he actually states that season 6 is somewhat comparable to season 7.
Look, we
I
get
actually think about a
Stannis.
lot of the scenes, but yeah.
We get Stannis in those seasons.
Season 5, you mean?
Yes.
Stannis is thoroughly ruined in season 5.
Why would you say that?
Because that's not within his character to kill his own daughter. Also, the plot had to contrive a way to make him desperate.
He got stuck in a storm, which is not uncommon in the North, and
Mhm.
I found it actually pretty believable he might kill it when desperate enough. Like, I'm aware that's not what happened in the books. I'm aware that's not what happens.
Well,
but,
in the
but the way the
books-
show set it up, I was
Well-
fully on the board with, yeah, I could see him doing that. I could see that being a choice he would make.
Well, in the books, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he even brings his daughter to the north because he explicitly stated that, oh, the Night's Watch are just full of, like, rapists and, like, criminals. Why would I even bring my own daughter here?
No, his wife and daughter are actually at Castle Black.
Even in the books?
Yeah, but he leaves them behind because he's not going to take him into his heir and his wife into a war zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense than what he does in the show, at least.
Yeah, and the fact that Ramsay Snow, along with 20 good men, take him down is so dumb.
Yeah, they do so off screen. Because even the writers realize that, yeah, this is going to be really stupid if we show it, so we have to make sure it's off screen.
What part was stupid?
Ramsay.
Ramsay's 20 good men. Since, by all accounts, they were doing fine up until... Like, they weren't good by any means, but they weren't, like, desperate until Ramsay and his 20 good men, like, did a raid.
Yeah.
20 good men.
Yeah, like the storm wasn't the catalyst, it was Ramsay and his 20 good men that were the catalyst.
I do not remember that.
It was in the... No.
The burning horse was Ramsay's work. He, in the middle of a snowstorm, Ramsay rode out with 20 good men and basically nuked Stannis' entire plan.
I do not remember this at all.
That's okay. That's okay. It's totally fine. Like I only remember because like I just have a weirdly good memory for a lot of things, and I watch a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
I just remember
Weirdly
because of the
good
fucking
memory
freak of
indeed.
Yep. So, but yeah, it's I would be well. I guess Replica. I guess. Well, the weird thing is Roz gets naked more than Melisandre does. So why does he call her why does he particularly hate Melisandre more than Ramsay? Ramsay's a way worse person.
Also, it's really weird that he hates Joffrey more than Craster. I mean, I actually kind of liked Craster, even though he was clearly like the antagonist for a decent amount of Jon Snow's story. At least he made a lot of sense. And when an overarching threat was about to take out the Night's Watch, that being the Wildlings, Craster actually did the mature thing and admitted to Jon that, yeah, he was right, and he let his differences between the two, essentially just threw
Alistair
their
Thorne.
differences out the... Yeah, he
Alistair
essentially just...
Thorne.
Pardon?
That was Alistair Thorne, not Craster.
Oh, yeah, Craster was the guy that was having sex with his daughters, yeah.
Yeah, Craster has no redeeming features.
Okay, never mind.
Craster is just evil.
No, okay.
That whole fucking side plot, it made no fucking sense in the context of season 8. Why would the fucking White Walkers actually go along with the fucking Craster and his kid and his family? Would it just kill him outright, like the rest of humanity? Like,
Yeah,
how did
the
they
only
make the deal in the first place if they were just mindless fucking zombies?
Yeah, the whole. Yeah, there's a lot of things that just do not make sense in the later half of the show because it's D&D or dumbasses or paired dumbasses.
I honestly would pay money to watch you and him argue over Game of Thrones. That'll be entertaining.
Oh, are we gonna have a JJV George rematch?
I wouldn't even know
think
he would do that.
He ignores me, so
Someone else would have to talk with him on the on his server.
Someone will have to represent you.
maybe just.
Ain't gonna be me. I'm done with that guy.
Oh no, do it. That would be great. I can just
Do it.
I can hardly stand watching Anomalies videos. Do you think I can? Ugh. What do you think? All right. Well, maybe something. I don't know. Maybe I'll get him to talk more about it. Not necessarily confront him on it, but maybe I can get him to spew more of his takes. I don't know. So quiet. So quiet.
indeed, but yeah, I really want to hear some of those takes because those takes sound like they're freaking hilarious.
Oh yeah, if I had a better memory, I could probably tell you more about them. But honestly, probably because I couldn't remember, it's probably because it was kind of just the same thing. I didn't like this character. I like this character. I thought this character. Oh, I think the reason why he doesn't like the red woman is because she went naked too many times or something.
Huh?
Well, the
Weird
thing is, he
reason.
likes. Well, that's doubly weird because Ross, if you look at it, let's see. Ross is right here on the 6th tier, along with Khal Drogo, of all people. And she gets naked on more occasions.
I think he also tries to justify Tyrion's IQ loss.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think he's
that's
trying to
awful.
downplay that.
Oh, wow. Well, part of it is he's not very intelligent himself, is one of the major problems. And so I don't think he would notice the difference.
Funny thing is, outside of George, I was actually kind of going through the prequels again, sort of, as since I haven't touched them in over a year at this point. And I was actually doing some interesting comparisons. I was watching every red small council scene in Game of Thrones versus the political scene in the prequels, and I'm trying to really understand why people don't like them. And they're just really not very engaging. Like it's
Yeah,
very
that's-
stale. Like
Yeah, that's
any,
I would say is the major reason why people don't like the prequels is because it's not because politics is inherently boring, it's that George writes politics in a boring fashion.
Mm-hmm.
like I was watching every scene when especially when Tyrion in season 4 was still in it. Like in their back and forth between Tyrion, Tywin, and Cersei. That is some good shit right there. And especially when Tywin when he put fucking Joffrey down. The king
is tired.
See him to his
Send him
bedroom.
to his chambers.
I am not tired. And then walks away with his tail fucking between his legs. It's just there's a little lack of emotion in those Senate scenes. That's like one of the biggest pointers I have, at least.
Yeah,
It's just the delivery
there's no
is very-
dynamism. There's no dynamic quality to it. It's very stale.
But according to Anomaly, it's meant to be like that, so it makes sense though. It's meant to be formal. Oh wait, hold on a minute. I forgot this was supposed to be a movie, not a fucking like watching an actual Senate scene. That we're supposed to be entertained. I forgot that's what the point of a movie is.
Also, I don't think that they've actually seen American Senate meetings. Because from all accounts, by all accounts, a lot of them get freaking mad.
Yep.
Oh, I was even arguing that. I was just arguing from like a base level, like pretend, for example, that it's 100% true that it's like how real world life, like, but still, it's like not very engaging, and like your whole purpose of a movie is to entertain. It's like that basis alone, I would argue.
Yeah, and
any objections?
If you take a look at even stuff like House of Cards, they are able to write the American political system in a really engaging way.
Anyhow, so Flint, do you want to create your own streamers so we can catch up on some stuff?
Okay.
Let's no, Anomaly needs a straw man. The people thinks politics are inherently boring to defend the prequels. Yeah.
Not really.
Alright.
Like modern politics, now more than ever, is extremely entertaining. Now, unfortunately, that's a down. Now, the thing is, that's a downside.
Because it's basically now it's a bunch of children who are devoid of any kind of rationality, screaming at each other.
And most of the time, it's literally just puppets screaming at each other while their masters are trying to orchestrate everything behind the scenes.
It's kind of funny when going back to the prequels for a second. I always find it funny when I tried to do the comparison, I wasn't quite clicking with me because I was just watching like the Game of Thrones scenes, and then I was watching the prequel scenes. I'm like, okay, this is political and stuff, and this, and this, and this, and then I have to watch this and like keep forgetting. I'm like, oh wait, that's because Game of Thrones does it in such a natural way that I forget that it's actually political in nature.
Yeah,
because the drama, it's so well done, the drama and the character work, that I immediately forget that it's about like politics and like, all right, you're the new treasure, you're the new master of coin, you're the new master of ships and the army and stuff.
I'd say that
it was the character dynamic that completely fucking got me to completely forget about the whole politics bit.
And I think even just that's kind of the thing, is the politics are interesting. It's just the problem with the politics in the prequels is that they are inherently not interesting.
Yeah,
they are
I think
about non-interesting subject matter.
I see the biggest issue with the prequels is that they poorly defined the separatists as a threat and their main motive for forming this separatist alliance. If they placed a bit more effort on that, then the politics would be a lot more interesting.
I think I was more referring to episode 1 because that was like the one that had the most scenes of Congress and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like if episode 1 was more like an origin story of the CIS and episode 2 was like the aftermath, that would be a far better trilogy than having episode 1 be mostly self-contained, and then episode 2 and 3 being a bit more connected to each other.
And
Literally
that's one of the
everybody
major
has that.
problems. Sorry, go for
Fun?
it.
I was
I was
about
just
to
going to
it's
say
like,
that.
Error.
Sorry, go for it.
I was about to say, yeah, that's kind of... Fuck, now I forgot my point. God damn it. You can continue what you're going to say. Hopefully I can remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's a major problem with the prequels is that George kind of focuses on really, really dull subject matter. And also he writes it in a really, really boring way.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
I'd like the political environment that he establishes in the prequels, because that's just ripe of opportunity to utilize, but he doesn't really focus too much on it. He mostly focuses on poorly written romance scenes.
I wouldn't even argue that like the subject matter in and of itself is the issue. It's more of the characterizations and the character dynamic is the issue, because like I picture this: put the any council scene from Game of Thrones and write it in the way George Lucas writes it, and tell me it wouldn't be literally the same, having the same issue.
Yeah. Very matter of fact, very stale expressions, and of course people talking about how they feel as opposed to showing how they feel.
It's like, think of like I'm picturing this because I'm putting the dots together. Like picture like Padme having like a bit of a tense standoff with like the Trade Federation dudes, or a bit of a conflict with the old Chancellor.
Yeah, I mean, like compelling political conflict has already been done before in the Star Wars universe, and I'd say it's been done very well in Andor. Like there's a lot of intrigue in Andor, and Tony Gilroy understands how to create compelling political conflict, and also how to create compelling character conflict as well.
Dan, you should. I should probably show Raptor and them to the live debate between Sheev and JJ plagiarisms about Andor.
Oh yeah, that was so bad.
That fucking absolutely hilarious fucking firing squad of a fucking debate.
Oh, what?
JJ plagiarisms just kind of said, no, it's boring. It's boring. It just feels like it's not much happening.
Really?
The irony. He's like Anomaly Inc.'s fucking like left hand when it comes to like the Star Wars prequel argumentation. And he just got fucking murked.
Wow, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
I think he tried to cry wolf after the fact too, which also was funny.
What did he do exactly?
If I remember correctly, don't get me. It's like he tried to play the victim after the fact, like he was getting bullied or something. Don't quote me on that. That might be fucking speculation. I might misremembering English. I just need to shut up.
Hey, don't worry. We like you anyway.
Yes, we do.
Subjectively or no, just kidding. Yeah, I have recently trying to do something with myself other than laying on my bed and dying of heat.
Yeah,
so I've been trying to read.
Yeah. OT defined. JJ is a bad critic, also a bad person, which is why it's tough to associate with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And even there were some elements of the Clone Wars that tackled the political conflicts a bit more, with a bit more flair, with a bit more intrigue than in the prequels. Even though overall the show is very flawed still.
Yeah.
I love the fucking like not the victim, but the gaslighting. It's like people like JJ and Anomaly are trying to like gaslight people into thinking that oh, you just don't get it. You just don't get the story that George made. It's not his issue, it's yours. You
Well,
just
the
don't get
problem
these
is,
movies that were made for 12-year-olds, didn't you know?
well, it's kind of just the problem is well, the worst part is it's not even that. It's that it's just this is simplistic and it's dumb. This is simplistic and dumb is the problem. It is not hard to understand. The problem is that it is easy to understand, and we are just like, this is stupid.
Well, it's not the fact that it's easy to understand. It's just it's way too vague in how it's presented to the point where you have so many questions. Basic elements just don't get explained.
Yeah.
And like people, I know like people like Anomaly and them always say, well, you just want everything handed to you. You just want them to just to say everything out loud so you can understand. Like, no, fuck off. Fucking
No, it's there are things that need to be explained for very, very specific reasons.
And there are things that can be
doesn't,
explained like visually or like told to us. Like it doesn't need to be like, oh, you need to like stop the fucking movie and just like describe shit. But I mean, these are locales, honestly. And sometimes I wonder why I even like deal with these people. But then again, most people we talk about are fucking locales when it comes to media consumption.
a little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. I don't disagree.
So, going back to the scripts, that'll be very interesting.
I would like to to do a Star Wars movie because he would do better than George Lucas.
Yeah, agreed. Yes.
Exposition is crucial to me.
Yeah. One way to make exposition really fun is to try to create creative ways of organically telling the audience about information that all these characters already know. So that not only does it make the writing process a lot easier on you, but it also makes it a lot more enjoyable for the reader as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of writers take the lazy way and just info dump. Or say like, as you know lines to give audience, well, essentially force information down audience's throat.
Well, didn't you know? I didn't care, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't care about my story, but I want my audience to care about it for some reason.
Yeah.
You see, I didn't see the knife disappear, so Ray is fine, and it's fine. The writing's good.
Oh, good old Ryan. Well, speaking of,
yeah. As you know, the Fire Lord is banished.
Oh yeah, the Avatar.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with Superman killing people, so it's fine. There's nothing wrong with the script or the movie.
How about the Zod snap neck?
Get that jelly bolt out of here.
Good old Chris Stuckman reference.
You've just been Stuckmanized.
Oh God.
Anybody got that last reference?
No, I don't.
Do you not know where the "get this jelly bolt out of here" comes from?
No, I don't. Please enlighten
Just type
me.
it in. Oh, all right. Do one more thing. Go type in "get that jelly mold out of here" on YouTube.
Oh no. I'm scared.
Fallout? Oh.
Yeah, Fallout.
Oh.
Get that jelly mold out of here!
Oh.
Get that jelly mold out of here!
There's like everybody's getting shot, everybody's getting killed, and these two people are just walking casually.
Huh.
Please, we can't talk about this show. I'll single-handedly turn it to a 10-hour stream if we talk about it. We can't talk about it right now.
I know. Me and one of my friends are about to watch it. We're about to fucking dissect the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
It's an interesting autopsy. I even mentioned it briefly to Dunn. Like,
Yeah,
you need to set a time and date. We have to watch that. It is some fucking gold.
Okay.
My condolences.
Yeah, I have a feeling if
Okay.
I were to watch it, I'd just lose my mind, as our friend Frank Herbert did earlier.
Yeah,
Fuck,
also,
you should- after the fact, you should watch Mahler's rant on it.
I've been holding on. I've been saving it for
Mahler hated it. Wow.
Yeah, he
Oh,
made
well, yeah, he made
he
a
made a
2.5
rant
hour
video
video
on
on
it.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know Trip liked it, but sometimes Trip doesn't like it. Doesn't.
Oh, I dumped on her last time. You were there. You were there, but you were like going to the bathroom or something. I was like dumping on her for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Trip is
Okay,
has,
Vince
is
McMahon.
Trip is a bit of a normie when it comes to modern stuff.
Damn. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
There is
So
some
that's
fucking massive hard coping going on with that fucking show.
Rapper spilling the tea.
Okay. Well, let's.
I mean, I had a
go-
debate with her regarding Damsel. That was interesting.
Oh, for a second I thought you said you had a vape with her. I'm like, huh?
No.
I love me
Well,
some
I think-
Iron Man power armor. That's all I gotta say.
We will. I think we'll call it good for today.
Yeah.
Thank
Also,
you, everybody.
one more thing.
Bye.
One last thing.
sorry.
Who would you say is more unhinged, Frank or Ryan?
I think Ryan
Oh,
Frank at least has some measure of a modus operandi.
Yeah, so fair enough. Also, how does this script compare to the other two I made?
I think the second one is obviously the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this one was pretty good though.
I would have some suggestions next time. I like, especially when someone types in all caps, you need to find like a very distorted, like screamy version of their PFP.
Good.
A more distorted version of PFE. I usually just try to find like an image of them angry, or I just apply like the red eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will conclude there. Adios.
Adios. Good
No.
night.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.